anyone who watches television is familiar with NCIS because of its impressive run. Since its birth in 2003, the show's been going on with critics and viewers both enjoying it. The series now has been running for 19 seasons. Now, everyone knows if a show goes on for 20 years, there's got to be characters that come and go. So in this video, we'll see how Mark Harmon's rumored to return for NCIS Season 20. We'll start off with the anticipated return. Many fans have missed the NCIS Supervisory Special Agent Leroy Jethro Gibbs, a former U.S. Marine Corps scout sniper turned special agent commanding a team for the Naval Criminal Investigative Service. Played by Mark Harmon, Gibbs was the most accomplished marksman on the team and the most skilled at handling violent standoffs. But like every good leader, he also heavily depends on his other agents for technical forensics and background checks. But despite all the love he's received, Harmon was said to only appear in a limited capacity in Season 19. As you know, Gibbs left NCIS in the episode Great Wide Open when he finally finds peace in Alaska for the first time since his family's death. After his exit, many fans wondered whether he'll be back or not. Now, as Season 20 of NCIS starts airing in September 2022, many rumors have started going around about Mark Harmon's return. Now, bored of his retirement, and fans believe that he might finally make a surprise comeback in the next season. This certainly seems true because reports have suggested that Mark Harmon is bored of retirement already and is pushing for a return in NCIS Season 20. Globe stated that Harmon wants to return to his adored role of Special Agent Leroy Jethro Gibbs on the popular American television series. The magazine also added that retirement does not suit the veteran actor. The publication got this news from an unnamed source, who said that Mark has to work hard to find things to do at home. He's been talking to friends that it might be a good idea, and they're pumped Mark is thinking about it. And some more insiders have told the media that Harmon's also been trying to get Pauley Perrette, who played Abby Sciuto, back to the show. This secret reporter claimed that Mark feels bad about how their ending went down and wants to bring her back. But the only problem is that the bosses are less keen on Pauley because she left on a bad note. That doesn't sound like it's true, because we were all there when the whole Pauley vs. Mark drama went down. It got so bad by the end that Perrette refused to even be in the same room as Harmon, and the staff had to shoot all their scenes separately. And after her work was done, she left the show back in 2018 and hasn't returned. So it doesn't seem likely that the two are going to be reunited for the show. Perrette's definitely not coming back, seeing how outspoken she was about her dislike for Harmon. We don't know who this insider is, but they sure do seem to know a lot about the NCIS actors and what they want or don't. Apart from this last news, they all also seem pretty legit. And the grumpy old man. The same news outlet also claimed that Harmon was pissing everyone off with his grumpy attitude just before his retirement. It was also reported that the NCIS star was leaving the show forever because he couldn't take the wear and tear any longer and wanted to do something more. Well, we can't really blame him, considering just how crazy the run has been. 20 years almost. And seeing that Harmon's been working with the show since the beginning, we're actually surprised he didn't quit earlier. The paycheck obviously was a big reason he stayed. Informants have said that the 70-year-old actor became a moody monster and that the daily hustle and grind was wearing him down, which in turn turned him into a sourpuss. He'd apparently bitten off more than he could chew, and his duties as the star and executive producer had gotten too much for him. One tattletale also reported that he just wanted to walk around the house and tend to his horses. Let the man rest, we say. He's 70, he's earned whatever he could wish for, and now just wants to enjoy life. Another snitch added that he was tired and wanted to take a trip to Hawaii with his wife, and once he was retired, he could do that. CBS apparently didn't want Mark Harmon to go, but his mind is made up. After all, the veteran actor had been the face of the show for 18 years, but it looks like that hasn't lasted long. He wanted retirement for a short while, and maybe he'd want to go back to work, because all these rumors going around about his return pretty much say that he'd want to return to work and go back to being Leroy, the special agent. But these are still all just rumors because Mark Harmon has yet to comment on the claims that he's making a return to the show with NCIS Season 20. So, the devoted fans of the actor and the show should take all these rumors and gossip with a grain of salt until everything is proven to be correct and true. Because you know, this is the internet. Anything goes here, and you gotta be a bit careful about what you're believing. Then, Harmon can return in some capacity. We aren't sure if Mark Harmon's gonna come back to NCIS or not, but there are things that we think we have to bring to your attention so that you're aware of all the facts. There are a couple of factors that we have to handle right here. First of all, it's completely possible that Harmon just might return to the present-day NCIS in some way. When he left, the producers insisted that the doors were always open for him to return, even saying that nothing can take Leroy Jethro Gibbs out. So, if Harmon was lacking work, he might at times return to the show for a short spell and bow out as soon as he thought he was done. It wouldn't need him to come back out of retirement commitment completely to actually come back to the show. Maybe do some fan service. It wouldn't hurt him. Or a cameo here and there. Showing his life in Alaska could also satisfy the fans' need of seeing him on the show. The guy's been the face of NCIS since the very beginning. It's definitely going to be hard to let go of him and get used to seeing his team with their leader. Let's talk about why he left the show in the first place. We've been giving you inside news about the actor's departure so far, and none of them has come from any reliable sources. These sources don't even have a name. So let's hear it from Harmon himself about why he left the show and set all the rumors to rest. In an exclusive interview with Entertainment Tonight, Mark Harmon opened up for the first time about his exit from NCIS last fall. He said that the character he played has always drawn him to the show, and he wanted to keep it fresh and challenging. And plot-wise, the character has taken the path that it did. He thought it was honest and okay for it to now be the end. And when fans started getting worried about the character, he comforted his fans and said that Gibbs is alive and kicking and just enjoying the simpler things in life. He also said that he isn't retired, and as far as he knows, the character is living in Alaska and finally coming to terms with the tragedies that he's faced. And lastly, this might not be the end of Gibbs. As Mark Harmon said in an NCIS Season 19 featurette, he thought that Gibbs' journey for the final episodes made sense in terms of shaking things up for the character, and it felt like the kind of path Gibbs would take. Moving to Alaska to live a life without the sounds of guns and murder? Heck yes, anyone would jump at it. And then, he also kind of gave his fans hope that he isn't sure just how long he'd be gone, and that his gut's telling him he'll know when he finds it. Wondering what he's talking about? Harmon clarified that his character now has some much needed and deserved peace, and he'd been looking for it for a very long time. That sense of peace he hadn't known since Shannon and Kelly died, and he's not ready to let it go. He then offered his protege, McGee, the unofficial reins of the NCIS office and said that he couldn't have hoped for anyone better to watch his back for the past 18 years than him. So dear fans of the show and the actor, it's very possible that we might see Gibbs back soon, because he's not retired and just having some alone time. And when his team needs him most, he could fly back and be the leader that he's always been. That's it from our side today. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you have any questions or thoughts about Mark Harmon's return, let us know. See you in the next one.